Hey everyone, No Respawns here. Hope you are doing well. So in this video we'll be making a market. I've already started doing a bit of it just because I did record this little bit and I realised it took me 10 minutes to align all of these tabs. So I just thought I'd do most of them and just show you the last one. Plus getting these at the right height took me a minute. So the whole premise here is we actually built this on the stream kind of the weekend before this recent one, but I had to actually restart my entire run because I broke something that I shouldn't have broke. And I've now finally rebuilt everything and I'm now rebuilding this so you guys can see. But often I'll be doing a lot of the building parts on the stream. So if you guys ever want to see that, Twitch link in the description. So what I've gone and done here is with these little tarps, you can actually use the rug glitch on them. So I've got my wee rug glitch there. My wee rug there rather. Do you see the way it hops up a little bit? Yeah, a little bit of a hop. What we're going to do is I'm going to pull it a bit forward. I think it hopped down. Come on, you bastard. There we go. I really do want that a little bit further forward though. There we go. The reason I want it forward is because I want the end to be just, you see at the end here. I might actually want to move that one forward a bit more. There we go, that's perfect. There we go, gorgeous. But yeah, so what I'd done, those who weren't in the stream where I realised I'd broken something and was like, you know what, I'm just going to restart and just fix it all, was I pillar glitched a load of crops. And what that does, if you ever use the creation kit, these are all aligned now, I think. I might do a little bit of tweaking them. If you ever used the creation kit before, which is the tool that we use for basically the game is built upon and what mod developers use, you'll actually realise that a lot of the building, basically everything has like an invisible, this invisible interaction point. So chairs, crops, all that does. I need 8 of these. I lost count because counting is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, cool. Oh, I actually do have 8. Damn it. And basically, what I'd gone and done is, it just turns out if you glitch the crops, you actually split the interaction point of the gathering point of the crop away from the gathering point of the actual physical object itself. And what this meant was, I don't mind if that's a bit glitch, that's fine. What this meant was that when I stored the crops, the gathering point was still there, and I suddenly had invisible gathering points everywhere that I couldn't remove, would glitch if I touched them, would cause the game to crash, and would also cause settlers to basically constantly, like, they would walk by them and immediately start interacting. It was basically just causing an absolute mess, and I just sat there and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to restart. It was actually weirdly nice though, because for those who don't know, I had a run on Xbox. I am going to plug those gaps at the bottom. Had a run on Xbox, which I started last year. We've only just restarted on PlayStation 5 very recently, mainly because I wanted to stream the entire thing. I didn't stream the whole of the Xbox one. The problem with me streaming everything, I was mostly building, and my character was really low level because I'd installed a mod that stopped me from getting XP when I build stuff, and I hadn't got any good guns. So during the streams, every time when I would go off and be like, oh, I'm gonna, do some questing, I'd get my ass kicked by ghouls because I'm playing on hard as well because I'm a stubborn weirdo. So I got to play the whole weekend and just level up and get good gear. I've got like a 2-shot auto pistol now. It slaps. So good. It absolutely murders everything. It's great. So basically, it was worth it. And I'm mostly caught up now. The only thing is I've got to redecorate all the stuff. So Mama Murphy's shack and that the shack for the Minuteman that was in the last video, I have to redecorate them. But they're all built, so it's fine. Right. I absolutely love doing stuff like this. When we so for those who don't know, I live stream twice a week, every Thursday or Friday, and then Sunday, unless something happens and I have to kind of move a stream around. But those are the normal days. So link in the description to my Twitch if you want to watch and vibe. But we do all the live building, and this was probably one of my favourite things we built, because I had a vision in my head of how I wanted it to turn out, and it just works. It just works. Because it looks very, very scrappy and very, very organic, and it's cool. It's very cool. Trust me, wrong button. Keep it on the time. Hilariously, when I tried to record this earlier, I said I did do all of the tops and things, and it took ages. It took so long. I was like, oh, that one's not level. Then it occurred to me that maybe not everyone wants to see me obsessively reorganize my shit. Let's have it so it's kind of like a little bit of a symmetry there. I have to put some stuff there, but don't worry, we will in a sec. And by in a sec, I mean right this moment. 1, 2, we'll just alternate it. 3. I fully expect the NPCs to have an absolute nightmare trying to path through these things, but it doesn't matter because it's going to look cool, and that is all I care about because I'm very, very superficial. I always get people commenting, especially I remember when I did my old castle build, for those of you who've been with us for a while, and they were like, oh, can the NPCs walk up that? And I was like, nope. Nope, they get lost. They get to the stairs and stop, and I just don't care, because it's all about... They'll warp upstairs, it's fine. This isn't that kind of operation, is it? No. Don't worry how messy that looks. We're going to tidy up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to tidy up properly in a sec. I think maybe I should maybe not have those high. And I'll probably put some... You know what I'll do? I'll put some more pillars in off camera. I'm not going to show you, obviously, every step. So what I'll do is I'll just pop these off now. Because I think I probably just want some bigger pillars at the back. I'll leave that one I've done in, and we'll do the platforms, because I want to show you. I'm mindful of time. You guys don't need to see every single step. What we're going to do now is we're going to sort of path everything up. It's going to look really cool. I absolutely love this shack bridge, because it's don't you do that little noise that I hate. Because it's very, very forgiving for just like being placed in things. You just to be very mindful of flashing textures, but we seem to be getting very, very lucky today. Okay. What are we that way? God, character's so short. Alright, maybe he's not. There we go. He'll do that one. Okie dokie doke. And then that one. Come on. Place down your git. This one's probably going to have a bit of extra. That's because I think it's because that pillar there. I did it a little bit differently, but as I was doing it last time, I realised I can sort of just do this and then just... Before I, like, very, very fastidiously put, like, platforms underneath, but I don't actually need to do that. And yes, this is going to be all clashing, but we're going to then put plywood over to sort of cover up the gaps. It's going to look magical. We do like plywood in this house. Love a bit of plywood. Where's my plywood gone? Wrong section. It's over here. We loves plywood. Don't you love plywood? Plywood loves you. Maybe. Who knows? What's my favourite plywood, I hear you ask? The long blue one. That's my favourite plywood. That's why I have so much of it, stars. Everyone has a favourite plywood. My favourite railing. Don't you? Just me? Okay. Okay. Right, I am going to put a lot more of these on, but I'm just going to kind of like do the basics so you guys can get an idea of like what we're working with here. Now, do I, and I've just realised this as I'm talking, have enough concrete? Yes, we do, you beauty past David. Well done. Good work, top lad. Because we need that for part of this. Otherwise, the whole thing's not going to work. That's a lie. Most of it will work, but I would have to not show you everything. Probably want to put the railings on first, don't I? Yes, is the answer to that. We're just going to put a nice... Some of them will need to be glitched on because of the bits and pieces, so I'll just put that one there, so I know that one needs to be done. Ooh. I've mentioned before, but this is my favourite railing, in case you're curious. Love that railing. I don't know why. I don't like that railing very much, but I accept it, mostly. Oh, favourite railing. Gorgeous. Right. Least favourite railing. Bosh. Okie dokie do. I'm trying to supply chain as much of this as possible so I can kind of do things. I place everything down I need rather than having to obsessively go back to the menu and then... It doesn't speed things up as much as I'd like, but it speeds them up a little bit. So the idea is that they're going to be able to... There'll be little steps for going up these side, but there's also steps for people so they can walk up to the counter and see. It's going to look neat, trust in me. It's already looking pretty cool, to be fair. I might decorate the tree at some point, but to do that, I'm just going to have to build a big scaffolding, and, like, that'll be done probably off camera on stream or something. Put loads of lights up there so it looks very pretty, but for now, it'll be just done like this. I love building up Sanctuary. It looks great. Right, okay, I think I've done all the... most of it, which is good. Cool. So we put the platforms in. I'll show you guys a bit more, then I'll disappear off and just do the actual details. I'm trying to kind of be mindful of showing you guys as much as possible without, you know, just you having to see every single step. If you want that, you can join the stream, but that takes absolutely hours. So I won't be offended if you don't. But link in the description if you do. Although saying that if you're watching this video live, the stream tomorrow won't actually be Fallout 4, because the Friday stream is the one I usually do something else. So we're doing Icarus tomorrow, which will be fun. Just because I've been playing that a lot recently, and it's fun. It's like camping, sort of, kind of. And the week after, we're doing Resident Evil Requiem, because I like spooky shit. Right, this is looking so good. I love this one so much. Keep it at the time, cool. Like, it looks messy, but I hope you guys are starting to kind of see the vision already. And most of the... this one's probably going to need a extra platform, isn't it? Most of the structure I'm doing here is just... It's me just kind of like patching up a kind of organic, scrappy build, which, to be fair, is sort of... the theme of a lot of the stuff. I'm well aware I haven't done the stuff at the back. That's why I've deliberately left this space here so I can do those separately. I'll do one side just to show you guys. Where's my platform that I use for this? It is in here. Further that way. That was the one I wanted. Do I actually want that one? I think I want these ones instead. In that case, let's... put my favourite plywood down because I can use it as a platform. I'm gonna sneeze. 1 sec. I'm not gonna edit that out. Too lazy. Right. Okay. Bosh. I might have to put a little bit of an extra step. Oh, actually, maybe not. Before I very fastidiously use boards for the steps, but it was actually taking hours, so I'm not going to do it with this one. Not necessary, is it? Just the whole idea is that this is where the settlers, but also myself, can just stand on these and then actually talk to the shopkeepers with a reasonable amount of eye-to-eye contact. Lovely. See, he'll be up there, but it won't be too bad. Cool. Right, I'm going to have edited a part out because what I was going to do isn't working because I want to put some there. So I'm just going to actually go. This is a mod, and I've shown this before, but it's just called Pillars. I think the exact name is Pillars, or I can't remember the exact full name. But it gives me access to loads of posts, and I'm just going to use... I'll only do this bit. But I'm just going to use loads of these. I was originally going to do railings, but I think I've done it a little bit differently to how I did it on stream. That, again, that was like a week ago. So instead we're going to... mess with my sight lines so I can't actually see. I can hate when it does that. I'll just stand back so I can actually see where it's going. There we go. There we go. So we'll just sort of do it this way instead. I just don't like those things looking like they're unsupported. It kind of like very much annoys me. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know what I mean? I'm fairly... Might have to take those floors off and do it again. Yeah, okay. So for just this instance, I'll take this off, but then I'll do these off camera a little bit better. In my haste, I should have done this part. I think I did this exact thing on stream, to be fair, and then had to redo it all. There we go, you bastard. There we go, cool. There we go. There we go, just going to get you in the ground a bit. Down we go, it doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, not do, even better. And then we'll go off camera and I'll actually finish building this. If I use some box, I just want that pillar to be leaning on something. Even though technically you probably won't even see the gap from this side, it's just more the principle of the matter. It'll annoy me. So we'll just use boxes instead. I like things to be, even though I don't care that NPCs, if they're actually able to get to places, I don't like pillars being unsupported. Before we do that, let's put the second one in really quickly, because there's going to be two next to each other. And then we'll do this bit. What I'll do is I'll do this section here, so you guys can see exactly what we're doing. And then, I mean, you know what I'm doing. You can basically figure it out, but you can see it complete, and then I'll actually disappear off and do the entire thing. But if you want to see me doing this live for 3 hours, come and check the stream. It's fun, honest. I have fun. Get away, you. There we go. There we go. That was what I was meant to do earlier, and then I was silly and impatient. Me? What? No, never. I would never do that. I would never. That would be obscene. So structurally that looks much better now. What we're going to do is we're just going to cover this area up. I'll add some steps and then I'll just do the rest of it. And then I'll also decorate it. Not as probably obsessively as I plan to later on. For transparency, I'm still earlier in the game that I don't have as much shop stuff. Plus, this video has been tormenting me for ages. I just want to get it done. So we'll use one as like a centerpiece, and then we'll put some bits on the side. What I like about like my recent building, like for a recent-ish building, is I just love making like just custom weird shacks. Like just, it's so fun, just making a bunch of nonsense. It's fun. I love it. Come on, don't be a prick. Should be a pillar glitch this one actually, shouldn't we? We can absolutely pillar glitch this, not pillar glitch, rug glitch and pillar glitch this one. Because it doesn't snap. And because it doesn't snap, I can do that. For those who don't know, you can rug glitch anything that doesn't snap. Also that means I can use it to sort of cover this bit up. Ugh. Saucy. Actually, this is going to look way better than my last version, which is cool. See, serendipity. It's almost like having practice helps. Extremely mindful of time, but I can only do this stuff so fast, right? I'm only human. Mostly. Oh, you prick. There we go. I like these half walls. If you've ever downloaded one of my mods, firstly, thank you. But also, you'll probably seen these half walls on basically everything. Because I love them. Right, cool. So that's basically how it's going to look. We're just going to add a wee little steps for them to get up. Probably 2 little steps, actually. And then we're gonna go away. And then we're gonna disappear off. I'm gonna finish up the whole structure while listening to probably a horror podcast. And then You lovely people can see the end result. Get in there, you bastard. And it should touch wood, touch lots of wood actually, and plywood, be quite cool. Hopefully. See? Wanky little stairs, but actually that's not right at all. I'm going to put a box underneath to sort of show you, and I'll show you that one little bit. And then I will disappear off into the void. Right, so what we're going to do, because it looks cool and it makes it look a little bit less spindly, is we put... Lovely, lovely. Right. Okay, so this is the premise of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to disappear off, and I'm going to spend all of my time just basically sticking pieces of plywood to this, and then I'll give you lovely people the decorated tour. One more. And we are done. Now, for transparency, I did completely run out of resources while doing this, so I thought, right, let's just leave it there, otherwise I'm going to delay this video by another day. However, all of the structural elements are done. I just didn't get to as much decoration as I like. But you get the gist, and to be honest, I'm probably going to spend ages decorating this one over the course of a couple of streams, because I sort of want to make this shop area very, very busy. My character doesn't even actually have the ability to build stores yet, so this is going to be empty for a bit. However, what I love about it is just the structural elements just look fantastic, and I'm just really pleased with how it kind of dominates the central area. And it's just fun to look at. I can't figure out why. It's just cool. So the whole idea is this is going to have 4 of the stores, but not the food one. So you've got, well, you can see I've got shelves from, so I did a little bit of it. The general store, this one's going to be, what, the armor store, I think? Yeah. Then we've got medical here, and then we've got weapons here. Obviously, again, I did completely run out of steel and wood, and I was like, right, my character has no caps left. Let's just leave it there. But it still looks absolutely fantastic. What's going to really, I think, define this area is how I decorate around it as well, because this is the whole, you know, premise with this version of Sanctuary is that I want it to be, it's basically like a micro version of an actual city, and I'm a big fan of making the streets. So we did the streets past Mama Murphy's place here, and then you've got the kind of streets going through one of my farms here, and then it goes to the market, and then it's just making it really busy outside of these houses here, which we slowly do. But I absolutely adore how this works out, and just like, it gives you an idea that you can just sort of just stick a load of stuff together and it'll probably work. To be honest, I don't think the settlers will actually struggle too much with getting in here because of the fact that there's very clear steps, and I'll probably put some nav meshing rugs here, and also with the settlers, when I actually do assign, I usually use rugs, invisible rugs for my stores rather than actual shops, because I just think it looks cooler. They'll probably just warp up there anyway, so it should be pretty cool. So you can stand here and natter to them. But yes, hope you guys liked that, gave you a few ideas, and just generally inspires you. You've just ruined my shot, rude. Inspires you to make something cool. As always, follow me on the socials, link in the description to my Blue Sky and my Instagram, as well as my Twitch. I stream twice a week, as mentioned, Thursday or Friday, and then pretty much always Sunday, unless something causes me to have to move a few days around, but I always make up for missed streams. If you're watching this video live, be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming some Icarus, which should be good fun, and also on Sunday, back with a bit more Fallout 4, where we'll be, I don't know what I'm doing next, probably just bulking these areas out, and then also doing a little bit of questing, because I actually have decent guns now, and can do that. But anywho, love you all, you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll speak to you absolutely lovely bunch soon. You take care.